This is dark horses. This is people, teams, players who maybe have something to prove and can punch above their weight. So I just want to pick one team, Dave, from each conference that you see as the breakout squad that will turn heads.
I'll start with the Western Conference, go with the LA Clippers. They didn't make the playoffs last year, but look at what they have, and if they can be healthy with their stars, and they've really built up that surrounding cast around Ty Lue. That's my team. In the West and in the East, this will make my boys at the spot back home happy. Let's go to the Philadelphia 76ers. They're not necessarily a dark horse, but they have not made the conference finals in the process era. And they have my MVP from last year in Joel Embiid. You give Harden a true offseason to get healthy and work with that coaching staff. I love Tyrese Maxey and some of the other young pieces there. I like the Sixers to maybe make that next step this upcoming year.
Ross?
I'm with you on the Clippers in the West. You know, they could go from the losing in the play-in to making a deep run this season. And a lot of that has to do with health of players and influx of new. Anytime you get Kawhi back, you're suddenly a contender. Anytime you bring in John Wall, I mean, that's veteran talent that you put there. There's also other players that you now have to make it all work with. And if there's any coach that I trust to do that, it's Ty Lue, who has been one of the top coaches in this league for years. So on the other side for the East, I think there's a lot of room for up for the Hawks. I mean, they probably made the biggest jump backwards last season from going to the Eastern Conference Finals to a first-round exit. And I think what's exciting me about that team is this dynamic backcourt we might see between DeJounte Murray and Trae Young. You know, both of them like to pass the ball. They're top assist makers. But I see Trae Young already working with Steph Curry's trainer, you know, potentially thinking about more life off of the ball as a shooter. DeJounte could take some pressure off of Trae. Trae doesn't have to be the floor general, the playmaker, the shot creator, and the shot maker all in one. He can do that and also set the tone for culture around defense. And I also want to point this out about DeJounte. He's a good guy for culture. Like, he gives respect, he gets it back. And I think when you lead with defense, too, and he's a triple-double threat, it's good for any team.
Zach?
I wish I was in studio to boo both of you for your two obvious picks. The Clippers, we all know the Clippers are going to win like 20 more games next year. Boo, boo, boo. I'm going New Orleans Pelicans, who were 10 games under 500.
True
Get
riser.
Zion back, had a nice little taste of playoff experience. Pelicans in the East, I feel like I'm going to throw up in my mouth just a little bit. But how about the New York Knicks? 8 games under 500 last year. Just signed Jalen Brunson. The Hawks are too obvious. The Bulls are already good. The Raptors are already good. Knicks. There you go. There's some non-obvious picks. Boo to all of you.
How are the Pelicans not obvious?
They make the
they gave the
playoffs.
Suns all they could take in the first round. Zion's would be held. Come on.
You got to fight. Remember? Willie? You got to fight.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.